Good morning, brothers. Today we're going to talk about how, in the process of ending your behavior with pornography, there is no returning to normal ever again. Normal is gone forever. I'm J.K. Mazie. I'm the founder of Elevated Recovery and the head coach of the Porn Reboot system. We help ambitious, high-performing business owners, executives, and professionals end their out-of-control behavior with pornography, sex, or masturbation discreetly within a year and a half to 2 years. And we help you control that behavior within 90 days. I just want to drop a quick message for you guys today because I think a lot of brothers dealing with a porn addiction, and I've been rebooted for 14 years now, just for those of you who are new to the channel, a lot of brothers think that, man, when I control this behavior, I am going to go back to whatever was normal. I'm going to go back to being the husband I was, the boyfriend I was. I'm going to go back to being that super excited, hopeful, enthusiastic guy. I'm going to go back to being able to have sex repeatedly in one night, have stronger erections. I'm going to go back to being focused and excited about success and motivated and ambitious. I'm not saying you won't go back to those things. I'm just saying that whatever was normal for you is gone forever. The river has flowed. And this is a life thing, not just something JK is sitting here telling you, right? Understand that you cannot go back to what was, because what was a result of your past, was a result of your personality, was a result of your lifestyle, and was a result of your habits and self-image. In the process of ending your out-of-control behavior, you have to change all those things. Your lifestyle is going to change. Your self-image is going to change. Your habits are going to change. And in the process, the challenging process in many cases of making these changes, your entire worldview changes, your values change, your standards change, even the principles you have change. So tell me, how can you go through that transformation? By the way, what we do here at Porn Reboot is transformation. It's not just, we're going to help you change your habits. Look at what you have. I'm laughing because there are these people watching me across the road, and I think they think I'm like freaking crazy. Because it's just funny when people, sometimes I catch people just, what the fuck is that guy doing in his car? But when you go through that transformative experience, which is what we do here, we're not helping you change your habits. Well, we do that at the beginning, but we're changing everything about your life. You can't go back to what was normal, guys. It just doesn't exist. Here is what happens. First of all, you are committing. You are absolutely committing to changing yourself, and you are committing to being naked emotionally out in the open. It's not an easy thing. You're putting yourself out there, and some of you will come out there and you're wearing clothes emotionally, and you wonder why nothing is changing for you. Nothing is changing because you're not willing to take them off. And I'm talking, figuratively. You have to be willing to be vulnerable. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. And once you do so, the system starts working for you. The next step is to accept that there won't be any normal. So all you can do in that moment is begin to accept what is happening to you in the moment and accept the changes that are happening day by day, moment by moment. No more longing for the past. It's gone. Create a new you that is better. Better focus, better lover, better intimacy, better physique, better finances, improved spirituality, smarter. Everything becomes better. The next part is to love those around you. I really mean it. What do I mean by love those around you? I mean that this is not a lonely, selfish process. It will feel that way sometimes, but you cannot move on to the next level without involving other people. And what I mean by that is involving people who are going to help you in your reboot circle, brothers who are going through the process themselves, opening up and teaching others, whether it is via some form of coaching, being just a good friend to somebody, being a leader when you are in a certain level of your reboots and then teaching others how to get to that point where you're at. You don't even need to be at the maintenance stage. If you are at the middle stage and you've learned how to stay off pornography consistently, that is something that you can teach to somebody who comes in and doesn't know how to get to 48 hours without pornography, right? And then, and of course, rebuilding relationships, learning how to be kind to people, learning how to love yourself, learning how to love others. And then the final part is getting stronger. And what do I mean by that? It means building enough reboot capital so that you can prepare for the next calamity in your life, the next disaster. And you might be like, JK, what the heck does that mean, the next disaster? I literally mean that you think that pornography is the disaster in your life. Some of you keep acting out and one disaster after the other. Oh, my wife caught me, now there's a separation, or there's a divorce. I got busted for soliciting an escort. I did something weird, and now this chick is taking me to court for sexual assault. I lost all my money to vid camps. Sex workers stole my money. I caught an STD. I'm super depressed. I have HOCD. I consider myself straight, but I'm having sex with transgender individuals and sleeping with men or watching gay porn, blah, 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 blah. You think all these things are disasters in your life? No. This is just one tiny aspect. You're choosing to stay in here. The trick is to keep going through life and moving from calamity to calamity, from disaster to disaster, while getting stronger. Eventually understanding that those things are not disasters. Those things are not calamities. Those things are just life. They are neither positive. They are neither negative. There is no need to crave the good life, and there is no need to have aversion towards all the negative things that are happening to you. It's just life. Calamity to calamity, and then you become equanimous to everything. It is what it is. And that is where you truly start to enjoy your life, because you still have to face the ultimate calamity, which is death, right? Which is great illness, which is all those things towards the end, whenever the end might come for you. But how do you want to face those things? You might be like, holy shit, this dude went from not normal to death. I did. Because the reboot system can be a lifestyle for you. It can be an art of living. You can learn some lessons as you go through controlling this behavior that are going to help you face disaster after disaster. And when that final time comes, how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel sad? Do you want to feel regret? Or do you just want to be like, yeah, my whole life I've been going through calamity, and I have made friends with life. I understand that this is the way life is, that things are not always great. There's always another side to the coin. And I have reached that final journey here on this physical thing. And now it's just time to move on to whatever is next. And if nothing is the next thing, if there is nothingness in the next thing, I'm cool with that too, because it is an opportunity. It is a privilege to have been in this body and lived all these experiences up and down, up and down. There's nothing like you say, oh, it's bad, it's a disaster. Is it a disaster? Who the fuck told you that those are bad things happening to you, right? These are just things that are happening in life, right? And what I'm sharing might be a little bit up there. Actually, I want to just say something, guys. Since I've been meditating more, just to explain the way I've been speaking, probably in the last few videos, I'm giving less of a shit about the format in which I deliver things. And I'm trying to deliver more from my experiences that are at this point in my reboots. My behavior is under control, but from what is here coming up, I'm trying to share that. So I apologize if you're watching this and like, dude, I feel like you're going from here to here. I'm just going to what is in the experience. And my point at the end of the day is that you think you're going through, we're so attached to everything that's happening to us now, right? We're so attached to who we used to be. And we feel that pornography is this bad thing that robbed us of something because we're attached to that. And the idea as you go through the reboot process is just to understand that it isn't good or bad. It's just something that is happening to you, right? You may call it a bad thing. You may call it a calamity. You may call it a disaster. You may call it an addiction. You may call it a disease. You may call it a compulsive behavior. Whatever you want to call it is cool, as long as eventually you realize that this is just one thing out of many. And you have to keep evolving over and over and over again. To stay stuck in this and feel like my life is hopeless because of my porn addiction and blah, 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 blah. From my perspective, it's absolutely foolish because there's so much more in life. There are far greater things. And then, of course, there is death and that which is beyond it, right? While you're so busy staying here, focusing on the pain and suffering, you are dying with each moment. You are dying. You should be preparing for the next learning cycle. What is life going to bring to me? Preparing in the hope that all of this prepares you for something else, for your death, for something that is beyond that. And in the process of doing so, in my case anyway, I've realized that one of the best things I can do is to give back to others in that sense, is to show others that beyond this behavior, there is more, right? Whether it is using my lifestyle, it is using my experience. I know that some guys just want to show up and learn how to control their behavior with pornography and move on. But that rarely does happen, guys. And what I mean by rarely does happen, it means we help guys to do that. But many guys, while they're able to control their behavior, they don't deal with the other issues around them. And so they still go back to a life of mediocrity. What is the point of controlling your behavior if you go back to a black and white life? I don't understand that. I get some guys just want that, but that's not what we've ever offered here at Porn Reboot. If you go back years to the first videos, it's not what I want you guys to thrive emotionally. I want you to thrive physically with your physical body. I want you to thrive with your finances and your wealth. I want you to have money, have financial freedom, so that you can help others, so that you can have experiences, so that you can deepen your life in this plane, right? So that you can experience just more and more, so you can get help, you can afford to get help, right? I'm able to do the things I can. I have the time to sit here, right? Instead of running off to some 9 to 5, because I focused on my financial reboot capital, right? As I'm going all over the place with this. But just to summarize this video, there is no return to normal. It does not exist, my brothers, right? Get stronger. Get stronger in the process of rebooting so you can face the next thing that life is going to throw your way. I guarantee you there will be many things. Just be vulnerable with you guys. Right now, personally, I'm going through some shit, right? But I'm confident. There's fear, there's worry, but it's very far back, right? And I'm okay with it. It's like, all right, cool, here we go. This is life, right? Take care of those around you. Start loving others, start building relationships, start reaching out to people, especially this time of the year. I just reach out to some brothers, just check in with them, just do something for other people, because we are not designed to be here on our own. Look at us, the clothes I wear, the car I'm in, the home I'm in, all these things that I have that bring me some form of physical comfort, all of them required other people. So think about, those are human beings. Think about the human beings who are doing other shit for us, right? And be kind to them, right? And then live in the moment, guys, right? Your reboot is happening now. It's not happening in the past. It's not happening in the future. Right now, this is where the stuff happens. So be here and be vulnerable. Be open. Don't try to be some badass. You got to open up to the guys. You got to stay accountable. You got to ask for help. Guys, I am fucking up, right? Guys, I felt like I was doing so well. Guys, I am in a relapse. It just keeps going on and on and on. I feel like I can't get out. And I don't even want to tell you guys. I feel apathetic. Just open your mouth and just say that. Start with something and then go from there. All right. I love you guys. I'm JK, your brother in this struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time as usual to listen to my ramblings. I appreciate you guys. Take care.